Hey, what's up guys? It's Captain Tigers here, and today we're going to be covering the final part of this tutorial series for Octo expansion 80% death abuse, Escape. So if you guys are wondering, I'm just going to scroll through my splits really quickly here. So optimally, we skip phase 1, 2, 3. Well, we play 4 because it's so short, so we don't die. 5, 6, 7, and even the final boss. A 3-minute auto-scroller can be mitigated by simply jumping off the back and dying, and then selecting an option, saying yes, I want to end the game because I'm bad. I'm just kidding, by the way. Don't take what I say seriously. And so it's pretty elementary in terms of, like, the difficulty. But they have certain phases which are kind of hard. So I will get to that. Specifically, it's in mid-game, so yeah, after you get the 4th thing, you're going to be brought to this. This is also kind of an important menu. So, I'm just gonna get through it. Walk forward during the cutscene and mash A. Mash that text box, go down once, press A, go down once, press A. If you mess any of that up, it loses about 5 seconds, so. Okay, so we are back. This is pretty easy. You just have to hold left and swift form, that's it. Because the floor is basically it's a very slick surface. So, you can walk on it, you can swim on it without losing any of your base speed. It's not really that hard. Also, you'll notice, deaths take a bit longer, obviously, because there's like, oh, you died, no. What are you doing? But no, it's all to a greater effect. Yeah, it takes 5 deaths for every phase to trigger the skip. For the final boss, it only takes 1 death. If anyone was wondering. Nothing much to say. The only thing you can really save time on is what is it? Is the menu before this. Yeah, don't press A. Again, just, mash X. Then you have to go down, which is weird. Where you split here is personal preference. I just do it the first frame the A button appears, which can be inconsistent to some people. Some people do it on the fade out after you press the A button. It's just up to you, so do you feel comfortable with. So yeah, press A there, and you should be good. Oh god. That was weird. Now we're on to phase 2, which probably has the most gameplay for a section that you die in. You can swim out of this spawn pad and hit this. Jump over the gate. Now, you can lose up to 4 seconds here. Just based on this guy, the robot guy, not noticing you immediately, because he stays in a set position until you're close enough to him. Because you can actually go in a really straight line, and for some reason, like, you think that'll be faster, but it's not faster. He'll not notice immediately. So what I like to do is, you see the 2 squares, like, right here-ish? I like to go between these 2 squares, and then take a line, like this. And he'll always notice me, like, the first possible moment. You want to stand between these 2 lines, when he flashes red, start moving, and you should be able to go between there. Pick up the key, and take another line to the cage. If he notices you, it's fine. Just, don't stop moving, because you're gonna get one-shotted if you get swatched by him. So, basically, this is where you die, but it's harder than you would think. If you're a super beginner, and you're not comfortable with what I'm gonna explain for the advanced strats, you can just touch the ledge and then go down. It's pretty slow, but it's pretty consistent as well in terms of, like, barrier to execution. So you can do that the 5 times if you want, or if you're, if you want to expand that, you can do something like this. So, in this game, in some levels, the more they are airborne, the game thinks, like, when you're airborne, the game puts a death flame beneath you immediately. So what we're gonna do is, like, delay our jump as long as possible before walking off, and then try to angle ourselves so we, like, barely, like, skip the ledge and go around the ball. The angle is pretty tight. Generally, I like to, if I hit the wall before or if I hit the ledge, if I hit the wall before I, fall, it means I held too early to the left. Or if I hit the ledge while I fall, it means I hit left too late. If you're really good, so there's a death plane near the ceiling here, like where my ankling is. If you, like, super delay your jump and then, like, hold up leftish, you will, like, instantly die. It's very hard. You can try it out for yourself. I'm probably not gonna get in this recording, because it's very hard. So yeah, that was a mistake, and I think every time you touch the ledge there while attempting to go for that, you lose about 3 seconds. So that was really close. I think the top of your head has to barely graze the, I think your top of your head has to barely graze the, that death plane when you delay your jump. It's, like, really specific. I would go more in depth into that, but if you watch my run, which I'm gonna post probably in the next couple of days, it should have a pretty good phase 2 to look off of. Yeah, getting the angle is just... Getting the angle for that is pretty much muscle memory. Alright, phase 3. Nothing to do here, just hit the switch in the wall. Try to get as much of the wall as you can before entering the cutscene trigger. And then you retain immediate character control once you exit from that cutscene, so ink up the wall. And again, there's a hard strat for this and a safe strat. So the safe strat is, since this floor is pretty slick, you can just go off the left, like that. You're gonna drown. But, so what causes you to drown there is if your body touches the ground while you're leaving the spawn pad, the game places the death plane below, lower than you're going. But if you do like a frame perfect, like, neutral jump and slide it to the left, like that, you'll actually die a little bit above the water. This is a pretty big time save, but it's kind of hard, so don't go for it in runs unless you're comfortable with it. But generally what I like to do is press the B button, and then immediately flick left, like that. Like, you shouldn't even feel like you're moving. It feels like you're barely moving. Like that. And as long as you get that early input, you should get it, like, every time. Now, if anyone's asking if this is possible, the first jump that you make, yes. So even if you touch this part of the floor, it still won't count. This part of the floor counts more. So basically you want to do this. And it's probably easier to practice this, because, you have more room to make the jump, so like this. And that's how you do the beginning jump, drownless, as they would say. Alright, so phase 4 is on the table. So this is kind of a cycle-based level, but the cycle is really only applied to the second half of the stage. So don't worry too much if you miss it. So yeah, this section can also be kind of daunting for newer players because if you make any mistakes with the timing of your jumps or the direction that you're flying or jumping, you'll instantly die. And it's very demoralizing because, you know, Agent A will just explode and you'll feel bad. Yeah, if you want death abuse, you can just run into the laser in the beginning. So. And the reason this is slow is because you have to skip a cutscene every single time you want to do this. So like that, you press minus, and then go into the laser. On my final life, I will try to run through the level. Alright, actually, wait. It's pretty easy. Yeah, I'm still kind of new to this, so the idea of, like, trying to move to different topics in a recording is kind of weird for me, but... So yeah, don't skip the cutscene when you're doing practice on a completed file, because it'll mess up the cycles and it'll be kind of different. But yeah, you just want to jump through there, or swim under there, jump under here, or through there, and jump through here. The middle or left looks fine. Will work. Depending on where these lasers are, you have to like either wait or jump. So play it safe if you have to. I could have gone under that, but it's kind of precise. To make sure you hit the switch immediately while mitigating shot RNG, ink all the way to the laser, like this, before it starts moving, and then switch form after you shoot. Don't start shooting, by the way, like when you're in the air, because that will increase the shot RNG. This is especially important for when you're like inking a wall and you're trying to get up it fast. Also, like right here, because if you're like shooting like in that little animation where the squid is just kind of like flailing in the air, you won't be able to hit this thing immediately. Okay, so this can be kind of weird. Jump over here. So if you jump through the right or left side of this laser field, you'll almost always die because you'll notice this laser is a little bit lower than that one, so you're gonna have a much greater chance of dying. So basically, just jump through the center. Just tap the V button, that's it. Tap the switch, ink the ground, tap, 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 stop. Make sure you got the angle. Tap, tap. There you go. Pretty easy. Hit the center crate. There we go. You're at the ending. Alright, so now we're on to World 5-ish. Or not World 5-ish, Phase 5. It's not that much different in terms of the death abuse. The thing that I like to do is go off of the right side, because you notice if you try to jump straight forward, there's that little corner jutting out, and it can really mess with your depth perception. Because you have to go out really, really far, and it's very risky. If you bump against that corner, you're going to lose about a second every time you hit it. And it's so crucial, because the death plane is so, like, it's not that much beneath you. So what I like to do for consistency is go off the right side here, like hold up right, and then try doing an early jump. You will be able to not hold forward the analog stick as much. So early jumps can be a lot easier. Probably easier on your fingers as well. Nothing really else to say here, other than just execution and menuing. The next two phases are pretty non-trivial in general. They're both very similar, and they're both pretty hard to get early jumps in, considering you're doing it out of a cutscene every time. But yeah, pretty much what you want to do is hold left, and then just jump off the stage. And this is just going to be the same for both 6 and 7. Also, as a little fun fact, while I'm doing this, so to actually complete the game and get to the last boss, you are allowed to skip as many levels as you can, and the game still gives you, you know, the Octoling hairstyle, the Octoling skin, and the Octoshot weapon, which are the main unlockables. But to actually get to Iteration 3, which is the post-game, you need to be beating every level that is out there. So yeah, that's why there isn't an all missions no skips category, because theoretically if you had enough money, you could do it, but then the game tells you to, you know, actually play the game, you know, don't do this bullshit and escape, which basically lets you skip a boss fight and just so many, you know, sections of gameplay. It's kind of insane. To be honest, which is another reason why I do run this category. It's, you know, relatively short when you've mastered it. And it's cool to say I beat an Octo expansion in under 56 minutes. It's a cool thing to say. So now we're going to be getting into the final boss. I'm going to cut to when the cutscene actually starts, and then we're going to go into the actual guide of how to jump off of the back and do all that schnaz. So I will see you guys then. Okay, so now they're gonna kind of explain how to defeat the statue. We have to do, and you don't really get to pause until you straight touch the ground. So I'll try a brief explanation of what you're gonna do. So immediately when you land, turn around, ink the ground, then do a short hop through the fence, and just take a beeline towards the water. And optimally, that should take about 4 seconds, or 256 IGT. So kind of like this. And oh no, Inknopolis is destroyed. No. Oh man. Well, it takes 1 death. Press X. Then, done with the game. Sorry, I accidentally muted myself a bit, and I kind of ran on towards the end. I think I accidentally pressed my hotkey for my mute button, and I had to kind of fix that in this video, so that's why there's no live split layout, and I sound a bit different, and I can skip the cutscenes because I was doing it on a new file. Hopefully this tutorial helped get you into the category. If you have any and all questions, feel free to ask me on my Twitch stream. I try to stream every day, or on my Discord server. You can personally message me there. Thank you again for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.